Good morning, students. Today we will discuss how to prove an irrational number. Here, for example, prove that root 2 is an irrational number. To prove this, first of all, we will take that irrational number as a rational number and try to prove it. Is it? And then after that, we will come an impossible situation. So if it is impossible, our assumption become wrong, and that's why it will become an irrational number. Is it? So first of all, we will take it as a rational. Let root 2 is a rational number, and if it is rational, we can express it as a p by q form or a by b form, whatever you want, and therefore root 2 we can write it as a, suppose a by b, where what, where a and b are integers, a, b are integer, b not equal to 0, and one more important thing is that a, b are co-prime. Co-prime, already we have done in one sum earlier, that co-prime means it does not have a common factor other than 1. 1 is only common factor. Yes? Now next what we'll do? Two parts. Suppose squaring both sides now. Squaring both sides. What will get? 2 root 2 squared equal to a square b square. Squaring both sides. What will get? 2 equal to a square by b square. Will the cross multiplication will give what? Cross multiplication will give a square equal to 2 b square. That means what? A square equal to 2b square. That means what? 2 is a factor of a square, or 2 divided square. 2 divided square means 2 is a factor. That's a 2 divided square. We write 2 divides a square. Is it? A square equal to 2 into something. Suppose 6 equal to 2 into something. That means 2 divides 6. So that one. So if 2 divides a square, so 2 divides a also. 2 divides a also means 2 is a factor of a. Now 2 is a factor of a means 2 is a factor of a means a is equal to 2 into something. 2 into something. Suppose 2 into m. So again we take the let a equal to, suppose twice m. Is it? Twice m. Here you write one number. Twice m. Squaring both sides. What we get? A squared equal to, it will be 4m squared. Yeah? Squaring both sides. This part is the copy paste only of this side. Then putting the value, of, suppose this 2, that is 2 number, 2 in 1, we get, in 1 we will put, we get, that is 4m squared equal to 2b squared. Yes, cut this. What will get? 2m squared equal to b squared. That means b square equal to 2m squared. So b square equal to 2m square means, again what we get? That 2 is a factor of b square. Means 2 divides b square. So 2 divides b square. And therefore 2 divide b. But what we get? 2 divide a means 2 is a factor of a. 2 divide b means 2 is a factor of b. Therefore, what we get? Therefore, 2 is a factor of A and B. A and B. But what we take that A and B does not have a common factor other than 1. So 2 is a factor of A and B. So therefore it contradicts our assumption. Assumption means what we take, it is wrong. It contradicts our assumption. Therefore, our assumption is wrong. And therefore, our assumption is wrong. And if our assumption is wrong, assumption means let root 2 is rational number, that is wrong. That means root 2 is a what number? Therefore what? So therefore root 2 is a irrational number. Understood or not?